Ladies and gentlemen, the Washington Business Hall of Fame is pleased to present Christian Stewart, here to sing America the Beautiful.
Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountains, majesty above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed His grace on thee and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. Shining sea.
Welcome to the Washington Business Hall of Fame. Washington, D.C. is a unique business community where entrepreneurs have thrived for generations. For over 20 years, we have been celebrating the achievements of these leaders, not just in business, but also their philanthropic contributions. Tonight, we're here to induct into the Hall of Fame 5 pillars of the business community, leaders whose work and success have inspired many. Talented and respected by their peers, these business leaders are the inspiration for the next generation of junior achievement, young people who aspire to be tomorrow's business leaders. So sit back and enjoy the show from the Washington Business Hall of Fame. And now, please welcome your 2011 Washington Business Hall of Fame laureates, accompanied this evening by junior achievement students from across the region. Gloria Bohan, accompanied by Ben Dang from Mosby Woods Elementary School. Alan Meltzer, accompanied by Jada Swanson from Farabee Hope Elementary School and Jalissa Quintanilla from Mosby Woods Elementary School. Robert Stevens, accompanied by Renard Petyangamba from A. Mario Loiterman Middle School. Warren Thompson, accompanied by Brenda Bonilla from A. Mario Loiterman Middle School. And Joe Roberts. Thank you. And now, please welcome your host for the evening, from ABC 7 News, Leon Harris.
Choice of music. I wouldn't have picked that one. Don't even think my wife would have picked that one. But thank you. Thank you all for coming out here tonight. The last time I was in this room, it wasn't nearly this full. This is a hell of a showing. I am very, very honored and pleased to be with you here tonight. And welcome all of you here to the Washington Business Hall of Fame dinner. I'm on the board of directors with Junior Achievement, and so it is my duty and my pleasure to thank you. Thank you for stepping up and supporting it. The cause is one that it's impossible to underscore how important it is to advance the whole idea of financial literacy and making that just as much of a requirement for our youth going forward as being able to read and write anything else. So thank you for stepping up and supporting that. It's the way the world should be. In my business, what we do all the time is we cover the world the way it is. That's the way the world should be, and I thank you all for stepping up and supporting it. And just think how easy it'll be to raise money 10 years from now from those financially literate teens. Before we get started, I'm sure that many of you noticed that Joe Robert is not with us here tonight. Most of you know that he has been dealing with some very serious health issues. He did literally everything he could to be here tonight. And those of us who know him, we know what a fighter that Joe is. You're going to hear a lot more about him later. But for right now, I'm not going to ask you to pray. But I am going to ask you to take a moment to send him some good and helpful thoughts. Joe, we wish you all the best. All right, we come together now this evening to induct 5 laureates into the Washington Business Hall of Fame. And after meeting these individuals and then reviewing the program, you can't help but be impressed by our honorees' achievements and the examples that they're setting for young people and helping them achieve their dreams. And now, to help me begin our evening, would you please welcome the managing partner for PricewaterhouseCoopers LLP and this year's Hall of Fame Committee Chair, Mr. Chris Simmons.
Only little people need that. Thank you, Leon. I'm honored to serve as this year's chair of the Washington Business Hall of Fame Committee. And I'm pleased to announce that tonight we have hit the $1.2 million fundraising mark. So I think that deserves some applause. I joined my colleagues at PricewaterhouseCoopers, and I want to single one out, John Oliver, who's one of my partners who's been very instrumental in JA for years. The Hall of Fame Committee and the Board of Directors of Junior Achievement, and saying how very proud we are in supporting the mission of JA, its mission to bring financial literacy and workplace programs to the youth in Greater Washington. And we're equally proud of the laureates that we'll be honoring tonight. I have taken the time to look at the long line of prior laureates, and I can tell you that tonight's laureates really exemplify the best of what this award is all about. And then I want to tell you something that I just kind of feel right here. I've only been in the Washington area 4.5 years. How many people, I just want to see a show of hands, how many people have heard that Washington is a town of transients? I've heard it. Yeah, a few of you have heard it too. Well, I'm kind of one of those transients so far. Maybe I don't know how long you have to be in the area to sort of leave transient status, but I've met some long-term Washingtonians tonight. They'll give me the answer to that at some point. It's probably more than 4.5 years. But what I think we oftentimes don't give enough thought to is the fact that the reason people want to come here is because some group of people for decades do the tough things that make this area a great area. And I think that's what this event is really all about every year. It's honoring the people who have made Washington the business center that it is and the great community that it is. And I can think of some other cities I know in America where maybe the business side is working, but because the business community neglects the community, it's not a place people want to live and where people can be happy living. I actually think I grew up in one of those cities in Memphis, Tennessee. Racial divisions never healed, real issues never dealt with. I think what makes Washington a great city is that the business community and the civic community works hand in hand. And the 5 honorees tonight exemplify those types of people who make Washington what it is and make it a great place where the transients among us are happy to be here, and maybe we'll create roots, and one day maybe we'll even say that we're part of the club. So thank you. So I just want to say to all of you and to the honorees, thank you for everything you do, and especially for being here with us tonight on their special night. Thank you.
My turn?
I believe so.
All right, thank you, Chris. First of all, congratulations That is a tremendous achievement. I remember just a couple of weeks ago where Ed was sending out these Hail Marys about trying to get everybody to step up and get their companies to chip in and make sure that we did reach this goal. So if you actually pulled that off, you deserve a round of applause. Thank you. With that in mind, as a matter of fact, we want to thank Chris for all of his hard work, and we want to present him with a small token of our esteem. Would you please welcome Ed Grenier, President and CEO of Junior Achievement of Greater Washington. Ed?
Good evening, everyone. It struck me this morning that this is my 16th Hall of Fame induction ceremony. The time flew by, and it's so. Give me an applause. There you go. And it's so nice and so energizing to come out here every year, year after year, and see such a big crowd. So thanks for being here. I just handed Chris that award, and I think I did hear Leon say that when I was backstage. But $1.2 million is a lot of money, and in this economy, or actually in any economy, it's a big number. So thank you once again, Chris. Let's give him one more round of applause. I also do want to thank my buddy Leon, even though he's backstage. We get to see Leon day in and day out behind the scenes. You see him on TV in your screens in your living rooms. We on the staff get to see him in the classrooms. We get to see him kneeling down at a desk with a student talking about what they want to be when they grow up. So Leon really cares about this mission. I know he's busy, so Leon, thank you for being here. Special thanks as well to our Hall of Fame co-founders, the Washingtonian, led by Kathy Merrill Williams, sitting right here. And the Greater Washington Board of Trade, represented here by CEO Jim Diniger. Thank you, Jim. These partners have been our partners since we founded 23 years ago and have been terrific ever since. And a big thank you, and you're going to hear from Carolyn Berkowitz in a meeting, but a big thank in a minute. You're going to hear Carolyn speak about what Capital One has done for us, but they are our presenting sponsor, and I got to give them a big thanks. IMG is donating this evening's video production work, so I want to give them a big thank you. You're going to love the video work they've done. And I also want to thank our staff for their daily dedication to furthering Junior Achievement's mission. So thank you to all of you. Looking at our laureates down here, Bob and Warren and Gloria, Alan, and we're thinking about Joe. Congratulations for this honor. Tonight really is about you. Honoring your lifetime successes, celebrating your passion for excellence, and recognizing your broad support of our community. Candidly, that's why this room is so full this evening. But ladies and gentlemen, what's unique about this evening is that Junior Achievement also holds up the 5 of them as role models to the 900,000 students of Greater Washington. We hold up their hard work, we hold up their integrity, and we hold up their vision. I recently came across a quote by Helen Keller. She said, "While they were saying among themselves, 'It can't be done,' it was done." What appropriate words to describe our laureates this evening. They believed in themselves, they never gave up, they hired great people, and they gave back to society in a way far too long, and a list far too long to discuss and to list this evening. And so, to no surprise, they are living their lifelong dreams. At Junior Achievement, it's our promise to inspire more of those dreams generation after generation. It's our pledge that the region's young people fully understand the principles of free enterprise and are ready to compete in the global economy. We do this by connecting over 3,000 adult mentors with young people to teach them the fundamentals of financial literacy, work readiness, and entrepreneurship this year to 52,000 youth in Greater Washington. This past year marked a milestone for our region as we launched Greater Washington's first major financial literacy center for youth, Junior Achievement Finance Park. Our doors opened 13 months ago with Fed Chair Ben Bernanke cutting our ribbon. And since then, over 17,000 local students have engaged in Finance Park's intense 8-week personal finance simulation. They learned proper uses of credit, how to balance a budget, methods for saving, and most importantly, the relevance of school to their economic success. Ladies and gentlemen, these programs are impacting young lives, our future, every day. Your contributions this evening and throughout the year help make all of this possible. And so for that, Junior Achievement says thank you. Enjoy your evening.
Never mistake activity for accomplishment.
Pretty smart kid there. Nice to hear a quote by Abe Lincoln out of a young person's mouth. That's a good way to putting future leadership in perspective. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome a longtime friend of Junior Achievement and our presenting sponsor tonight, President of Capital One's Foundation and Vice President for Community Affairs, Carolyn Berkowitz.
Good evening, everyone. On behalf of Capital One, we are so proud to be the presenting sponsor of this evening and extend our genuine congratulations to all of the laureates this year. Your gift to our communities and your careers are an inspiration to us all, and we are just grateful. I do want to take a minute to thank somebody who is very special to me, and that is Ed Grenier, a dear friend of mine, and to recognize Junior Achievement for the tremendous commitment to empowering young people in our nation's capital. Capital One and Junior Achievement have a long-standing vision that we share, that one of the most important investments that we can make in the future of this community is to invest in the education of our kids and in their financial literacy. Last year at this time, as Ed said, we were just celebrating the grand opening of the new Junior Achievement Finance Park, which is located on the campus of Frost Middle School in Fairfax County. Capital One invested $2.5 million in the state-of-the-art learning center, which is now teaching more than 15,000 kids each year the skills that they need to manage finances as adults. But this month we are hitting another milestone that is something that I think we at Capital One are incredibly proud of, and I know Junior Achievement is too. And that is, together this month, we will serve our 100,000th student through the Capital One-sponsored Finance Park facility here in the greater Washington region and around the country. 100,000 students. And so I look forward to another wonderful year of working with our local partners here in Washington, D.C. and Junior Achievement to invest in opportunities that do provide a tremendous future for young people and their families. Thank you so much.
It takes 20 years to build a reputation and 5 minutes to ruin it.
Tell my kids that about the internet every day. Keep an ear open for these quotes. We'll have them throughout the evening for you. And I know you all are ready to eat, and we'll get to that in just one second, but we got something else we want to do here before we get started. We want to encourage everyone in here, if you haven't done it already, please check out the JA Bowl. You guys know about the Bowl-a-thon? Has anybody here worked on you about the Bowl-a-thon yet? You know about bike-a-thons and walk-a-thons and all that, but there's a Bowl-a-thon that Junior Achievement does. It is perhaps the most unique and the most fun get-together, fundraiser, and esprit de corps raiser event that I've ever worked with. And last year we had some 3,000 people from various companies that are here represented tonight who came out and had a blast bowling. So please make sure you check that out and support us again next year. All right, now with that said, those of you who gave us your business cards, we are now going to make a drawing for a new iPad 2. All right. I'm not looking. Okay. And the winner is, nice cool card, from Interface Media Group, Adam Hurst. Where's Adam? Where's Adam? We need you to stand up so we can bring it to you. You don't have to wait for it in the mail. We have it for you right now. Where's Adam? All right, with that, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy your dinner, and we will resume the program momentarily.